Cramer is here to answer your questions from social media. And Jim, the first question is about these markets. A viewer writes in, they're rolling over. What are your defensive bets?
First of all, we don't do those bets yet. The bets will be Eli Lilly, and the bets would be the drug, the foods. Once the smoke clears, you're going to be in Mondelez, and you're going to want to be in a Kraft Heinz or Action Alert names. But right now, we're trying to get our arms around the idea that there are companies that borrow money to pay their dividend. After Kinder Morgan, we can't be in those anymore. And these emerging market funds, you have to go. We know there's no liquidity in them, and those are really what's driving stocks.
We also have this issue of falling oil prices, and somebody writes in, why aren't these lower fuel costs helping a company like UPS?
Well, I mean, UPS, the story is that once again, logistically, they can't handle the product, the packages. We know that's hurt 2 Christmases before. I think that they fixed that, but you know what? If the papers say they haven't, I'm not going to say the papers are wrong.
DuPont, Dow Chemical. Jason asks, what can we dividend investors expect?
Well, you know what? You're going to be able to continue if you own Dow, get that 3% yield while this deal's being done. It's going to take a long time. It's an Action Alert's name, and I'm confident the deal brings out great value. Why? Because Livers wouldn't have signed on, and because Breen brought out great value in Tyco.
Thoughts on Verifone going into earnings?
Okay, I've been wrong on Verifone. I've been saying that. I thought that 2015 was going to be the year where all the retailers convert. It looks like 2016. I favor Blackhawk in that category more than I favor Verifone.
How about mortgage REITs like Resource Cap? Do they benefit from a Fed hike?
You need to sell them, period. I've been trying to get people out of those. They could be in a very wrong position for the Fed, and just sell them, okay? And I'm trying to be really clear about that. Sell them.
We talked about Bank of America yesterday. What about Wells Fargo?
I think Wells is good now. The whole market's going down. Wells is a big part of the market. That'll go down too. At 51.52, I'd be tempted to buy more for Action Alert. It's a big name.
Thoughts about Norfolk Southern?
Okay, Norfolk Southern, obviously, this morning, Burlington Northern comes out and says they'd like to be involved in the bidding too if it's for sale. Our Justice Department's not going to allow any deal here. So if you do this, you're just a hedge fund trader.
Question from Andrew who says, I picked up some noodles as a spec a while back. It's not panned out. Any chance for a turnaround in this restaurant name?
Well, any restaurant can turn around, but the history of restaurants turning around is very limited. I mean, McDonald's is turning around under Easterbrook. Shake is turning around Panera, which is an Action Alert's name. But I haven't liked the execution of noodles for a long time. Dead Cat Bounce, maybe after tax loss selling, but there's no reason to own it.
Hain Celestial, how much more pain? When does it end?
Hain Celestial missed a quarter. It's brought down White Wave too. There was a piece Davidson recommended White Wave today. It's Action Alert's name. The pain in Hain ends when Hain delivers the next quarter if it's a good one.
And finally, what about L Brands? Looking strong for the holidays. Buy, sell,
hold. One of the
hold.
strongest retailers, really not hostage to apparel. Leslie Wexner was the man who basically founded the apparel mall store. He got out of it. L Brands is a buy anytime it's sweet.
All right, Jim Cramer, thanks. Remember, send your questions to Jim. He's on Facebook, and on Twitter, he's at Jim Cramer. Use #CramerQ. I'm Rhonda Schaffler for The Street.
To get more of Jim Cramer's investing ideas, as well as a peek at other stocks he owns in his multi-million-dollar charitable trust portfolio, subscribe to Action Alerts Plus. Sign up for Action Alerts Plus at getcrameredge.com. That's getcrameredge.com.